this real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. Right back. shit, we got people waiting. I mean, not oh shit. Oh my apologies. Sorry, folks. We here. We here. We are here. Let me see if I could put it down here what it's sounding like. We got people waiting on. Sorry about that. Apologies. What it sound like, man? I'm trying to put y'all somewhere. Well, you know what? Let's see if I can flip this the other way. Cause like the band that I have on, I done abused it. Think I done used and abused it. It looked too much. So I'm putting the other band on. These are sweet headphones. It's crazy how much stuff my little brother got me before it was like big. If this sound crazy in y'all ear, I apologize. Like, gotta find out. Like, I think I'm gonna switch mics just because of this fuzzy. Hey, this fuzzy doesn't stay where you need it to. Let's get it. We go get some bike action. We go get on the bike. I'm on the bike. Trying to see what y'all can see. What I'm willing to show. I want to do like a cover up for this. Like I bought my house like that. I know I've been talking about it a little bit, like wanting to, because the goal is not to like stay here at all. It's definitely going to be a rental. Uh, but I also want to make it like livable. I want to make it livable for sure. And there we go. So with me saying I want to make it livable, I want to make it more comfy for me, my babies, and my spouse. But my apologies to the ones that was waiting. I know y'all was probably talking, but I can't see the chat. I can't see the little chat. So I got a lot to talk to y'all about. My mouth is hurting. I know, like, man, I wish y'all. Well, not honestly, I wish y'all could feel what I be feeling because it hurts a whole lot. But I do wish that let me clear out the last workout. Hold on, 15 minutes. I don't know how fast or how slow I'm gonna go today. I probably won't change the resistance, but we gonna be on here. I'm gonna be on here talking to y'all. So if that sound weird and it's not cleared out, I apologize. But yeah, I got a lot to talk to y'all about. A lot I want to talk to y'all about. Getting this work in this morning. We gonna go from the bike to the little shaker machine. I'm not gonna lie, I got the shaker machine. I seen it. I I seen it in like the um like is it I'm trying not to say the wrong word, like the Korean bath spas. I think that's what it is. It's early. It's early in the morning. My brain already be scrambled, and you gotta wake up the um yeah, in the Korean bath spas. So I found it like kind of funny when people went to picking it up. Do that sound weird? Maybe I shouldn't do the bike. Like I don't want to walk. I can't walk. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody I don't want to walk. I can't walk this early in the morning. My spouse don't be having that. But if that sound like too loud, I apologize, y'all. See if I could like let me make sure the mics is turned up. See that little fuzzy piece be driving me crazy. But yeah, the Korean bath spa had them, and that's what I knew them from, which was the Korean bath spa. So when I seen the product starting to go viral and get more popular, I looked into it and I like basically did research. Like, is this the same one from the Korean bath spa? And of course, they was like, yeah, but you got professional versions. At the Korean bath spa, they got like the one you stand on. You could, yeah, you stand on other ones too, but you stand on it, and then they had like a little strap that go around your waist, so you do it like that. So I had seen it before, and I had only ever like really messed with it at the Korean bath spa, so I ain't know no better. But I definitely think it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I definitely like it. I did skip. I didn't skip a day. I'm sorry. I was trying to say I did miss a day, and the day I think I missed was Saturday. Saturday was a whirlwind. I haven't been feeling too hot. The dragons in town, and damn, my mouth been really flaring up on me lately. But yes. And then I was with my family for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I got so much swirling around in my head, so much to talk to y'all about. So I guess we're just getting to it, trying to get into a rhythm where I'm able to talk to y'all. If it sound crazy, please let me know. But I know it's only three people on here, so y'all like talking when it ain't that many people. So if it's like not the best, I'll hear it later and I'll try to fix it on the re-upload. Which I do need to do a better job of getting everything re-uploaded. Um I think y'all gonna mess my bike up. Cause now I'm a little self-conscious about the bike making noise and we doing it. Um, but I don't want y'all to like, I don't want to mess my workup up by stopping. Yeah, but today is a very special day. It is me and my spouse's anniversary. Clean that off for him. Me and my spouse's anniversary. Excited about that. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's very awesome. Very cooly coos. Um, yeah, man. It's crazy. Like, I guess we'll start with that. Like, it's crazy the growth. Like, the stuff I used to think I wanted as a child, where I thought I was going to be as a child. And see, I got like a weird light on y'all. Is that from the screen protector? Do y'all got a real light or no? Let's see. I might have moved y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Moved y'all in the wrong spot. There we go. Made y'all too low. Look. Okay. Yeah, y'all got like a weird spot on y'all, but hopefully it's not on the camera. Hopefully it's my screen protector looking weird. And it's not y'all actually being weird. Uh yeah, but it's amazing just to see the growth that me and my spouse done. We done dang near been together our whole 20s. And I count like the stupid situations we had in between each other. I still roll it all together. Like we've been together almost 11 years. Matter of fact, it might be at 11 years. I still be saying 10 years, but I think it might be at 11. Um, no, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm lying. Yeah, yeah, might be lying. I think it is 10. But long story short, uh, today is our anniversary, so that's awesome. And I have the whole day planned out. I usually like slip up and be too excited and like tell my spouse what we have going on, what I have planned. So I just have to put it out my mind, which was easier for me this week because I wasn't feeling good. There was a lot going on. And I just started back school and I'm taking 3 classes. I'm trying to take 3 classes all the way through to finish up my bachelor's. So looking forward to that. One class is gonna be very challenging because it's anatomy, and I don't know too much about anatomy. So the other classes not so much. I think it's just gonna be getting the work done. But yeah, here we go with that. Um, yeah, so yeah, just the growth. I be seeing people saying like, oh, it's a lot of you gotta forgive somebody so much. I know it's been a lot of forgiving going on when like they see relationships that's been together for a long time or that's like lasted for a long time, which is true. I won't take that away, but it's a smooth spot that you hit where you kind of just adjust and you just learn. You just like learn your person. So it's it's kind of like less forgiving need to be done because it's like you learn to not you learn, you're a person, so you learn what like hurts them, what's gonna make them feel some type of way, what's gonna mess your day up if you mess their day up. You kind of learn it, so it's like less forgiving need to take place because you done learn what's going on. You done learn your spouse. I could say at least for me, like it's so much stuff that I'm the type of person that I want to arrive to the destination and not enjoy the journey. And saying it out loud is like, oh, the journey is the best part. I know, and I believe it. But like when you're doing stuff and when you're doing stuff, it's like, all right, especially when it kind of like goes sometimes, it's like I'm attacking it and I'm maneuvering through it, but I really want this goal to be complete. I'll say like when you're in it, and then once you get to the goal, you realize like, damn, the goal was the best part. The journey was the best part. The goal is such a completion. It's nothing there. It's like you take a big test and you pass, but you learn all the knowledge to pass the big test on the way up. So I just speak like on the relationship side of it. I feel I feel the same way, and it's been the same way. It's like we done grew so much with each other. We done been through, this family relationship, like, and not even just like intimate relationship, just like friendship. I feel like, I have can't understand when you are with somebody, you kind of get to see. I ain't gonna say kinda. You get to see what kind of friend they are, and a lot of us feel like we like great friends. I'm a good friend to have. There you go. I'm a good friend to have. I'm a great friend to have. This, that, and the third. But not realizing, like, probably not. You might not be the best of friend to be with. I'm going a lot slower than I would. Yeah, I stop more than I like, but that's why I don't. That's why I don't usually go loud with y'all when I get on the bike. But yeah, yeah. But just to say, like, you just learn so much. You navigate through so much, and you get to see what type of friend you are. Not what you think you are, but when you actually get to see what type of friend you are. And that ideal of you thinking you the best thing since sliced bread sometimes go out the window. Um, and like I said, maybe I could just be speaking for myself, but the internet done taught us that it's more people that think the way you think. So that's why I say like I know it's somebody out there to get what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I do a 10-minute warm up on the bike, sometimes 15. If I ride 15 minutes on the bike, 15 to 30 minutes, that means I'm just doing a workout on the bike. Um, but the 10 minutes is usually like a warm up, and we'll do a little weightlifting and shake it out. But the bike usually just like a warm up. This is usually what I do before I do my walks and talks. Get on the bike, warm up a little bit, get in front of y'all and breathe heavy. So yeah, I just get a little bit behind the scenes, but it feels sorry y'all, but it feels amazing. Um, yeah, it feels amazing. Just like I keep like reiterating, just the growth of what you thought it was supposed to be, or you thought it was supposed to. When I talked about like the journey and getting to the destination, you thought it was supposed to be a certain way at this certain point, and regardless of if we like to admit it or not, a lot of times we just be having stuff messed up. We be having high expectations, but low standards and like no boundaries when it comes to certain things. So that's 10 minutes on the bike. I got the pups in here with me. I'm trying to make sure y'all don't see too much. Told you the garage split in like 4 different places. And this is the look. I call it the jailhouse workout corner. Look at the baby. Hey, Sham. Hey, Shamalama. Shamalama ding dong. Shamalama. Shamalama. Shamalama ding dong. My bad, woke you up. Can you go lay with your sister? Can you move? Go over there. Thank you. Thank you, Hansham. Sam is the type of baby that wants to be with you. Uh, he want to be in your skin. He gonna let you know that you are his entire world and that he love you. But yeah, the understanding like we feel like we like the journey, but the journey is more respected on the reflection side of it. And I say that because a lot of stuff that just like flows now, a lot of stuff in my relationship that's done came so much more natural. It just came natural. And me trying to rush it didn't do nothing but create a divide. I do think the biggest thing that helped us when they be like heart, the distance make the heart grow fonder. I believe that. I feel like the person that I'm married to right now, and I'm not just saying like I don't want to say a name. I'm saying like the version of my baby is totally different than the person that I got with at 19, 20. The person I re got with at wait a minute, they had like 5 years. I'm 29, so like 24. I was like 24, 25. The person I re got with is totally different than the version that I have in front of me right now. And I don't know, like I said, it's just amazing to see when you slow down. I keep saying it. Like if you want to stay in service, I believe it. Any type of high stress job, like whatever. If you want to stay in and get them benefits, do whatever, I'm with you. But at the same time, I'll just say for myself, it was me. Let me put y'all. I'm trying to see what's going on with y'all. It's all blurry and stuff. Y'all good? There we go. I'll say me. Sam, can you move? Me stepping out of the service was one of the best things that I've done. It's just being able to sit and reflect and breathe and not be 38 doing it. Not saying that I still couldn't make progression inside of the service, because that'd be a lot, right? But um motion, I can't get full range of motion. Go, go with Ladybug. Thank you. Go lay down. Go lay down with Buggy. I already know that's some things I don't worry about. Cause if it come to me, it come to me. But yeah, just the beautifulness of just the journey and what time has done for my relationship. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Um, and just even appreciating like going through stuff. I feel like going through stuff with the teenage version of my spouse and the adult version, it just makes me appreciate the adult version that much more because I understand the growth. Like I understand where we at and like kind of how we got to where we at. And I'll say even sorry that phone was getting sloppy, right? I'll say even at the end of the day, like even with all of the ups and downs that we've been through, because people talk about it, but truly like all of the ups and downs that we've been through, it's so worth it to be here. And just to think about even thinking about and reflecting on that shit, just how hard I still hear it. Right? Hope I don't do nothing stupid on YouTube. Um, should be moving it early on another damn Sunday. But Snap back in, good. Yeah, moving through with the relationship and just what I was gonna say, like how hard we are even on humans, just to think about how long Earth been around, how long certain countries been around, how long certain places been around. Then you have people that's telling you that you should have it figured out in your 20s and you should have it figured out in your 30s. You should have it figured out in your 50s. And shit, you think about the military, I think it's what, like 250 some years old. You think about the United States, just all these different places, these grand things, ideas, even like bringing it back down to like the Googles and the Amazon. You just think about how long these places have been around, and then how long they have been a staple. So what I'm trying to articulate is when it comes to like relationship and just understanding the being so grateful and understanding how much growth is in the journey when you actually growing. Because I know a lot of people that celebrate and they be like, we've been together 15, 20 years, we've been together 10 years, but there's no growth. There's no growth in a relationship. I'm speaking on truly something that you built and you understand. Like we met each other in military sponsored housing to owning our own, well, pay, because don't get caught up paying on our house, having a mortgage together, um, just different trips and different way we experience life. Because I done had somebody, because I speak about it, but I truly do live it. Like I did not do a lot of stuff as a kid. I was very much closed off by myself, watched a bunch of TV, this, that, and the third, right? So like I did meet a person who did allow me to experience a lot of stuff that I didn't do growing up, but they was just a horrible freaking human being. They suck. I be talking a lot of stuff, but like I said, I try not to poo poo on too much because anybody I've been with has been a reason, right? Like you still was with them. So, I'll say in that regard, like it just sucks. I remember like we were going to a Six Flag and the person was like heavier set and they sat on the roller coaster. And with them sitting on the roller coaster, it was a little bit bigger. And they was like, oh, it's not closed. And I think the roller coaster went like kind of like that type of way, right? But they was like, it's not closed, not closed. So me not knowing I'm trying to help, I pushed the bar down, and it was like, you heard me, mind you, just a little push. It literally was just like a little push, like not exaggerating to say like, oh, it was a bigger push, but I don't want to admit it. Like literally, it was a little bitty like push down, like try to see like, okay, is it not locked or are you just freaking out? So the person get to freaking out. They tell the people that they want to be let off of the roller coaster. When we get off of the roller coaster, I never forget. It was this Hispanic man and his son. Um, we gathered our belongings up. The person had a drink. The person had a drink or whatever, and they were freaking out. Mind you, they just cussed me out. When I tell you, like, I'm not exaggeration, no exaggeration. It was a little bitty like push on the bar mechanism. It was literally a little bitty push. Hey, what's up, lady on stream? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Like and share the live. So they like push down. Man, I'm sorry, I pushed down on the bar and they're freaking out. So now they don't talk to me crazy, they're yelling and whatever, right? So I'm already like done shut down because it's two sides. It's just like oh, I'm hurt, react, fight. That's the people. Do you play any video games? Not right now. That I'll be lying to you if I said I play any video games. I suck at video games, but I did say I'm gonna start doing video games, but it's gonna be interactive. That's the only thing I ever done really enjoy. It's gonna be some boxing, some bowling, something like that. It gotta be interactive. Just sitting with the thumbs, hand eye coordinate, I can't do it. I'll be lying. But I am gonna start some interactive games. But yeah, thanks for asking that question. But yeah, so like I say, they throw the drink on me. I never forget. The Hispanic man and his son just look so like, dang, I want to help you, but it's a touchy situation. And after they threw the drink, I just like sat there. And mind you, they taking me to a place that I always talked about I wanted to go to as a kid. Like I always lied about saying I've been before, but I ain't never actually been. So like We went to different Six Flags around the world. And just to get back to what I was saying, like being with my spouse, we can do the most boring, the most like off the wall, craziest activity to like I say the most boring activity, and we have a good time. Don't get me wrong, like we're it's definitely uh I like to leave out early, get to places a little bit earlier, and there are more of it we get to when we get there, and we make it when we make it type of person. And that's just that's just not me. So like we it'd be funny. We'll bump heads going to places, and we done got a whole lot better about it because it's just like it's not worth it because we bump heads going to places, and then when we get to places, we try to like switch it off, and like your mood is done been affected, so it's your mood. But it just feels good. I said it's the smallest things, and just to like go back to what I was saying earlier about even just being a friend with somebody, understanding what kind of friend you are when you have to be a friend to somebody every day, when you actually you not picking up the phone, or because I'm definitely so much of a person that understands like everybody got their own stuff going on. Not saying I don't ask for help, but I repeat it and I say it so much because I mean it. I live by it. I just learned that 9 times out of 10, talking to people is not the help that you need. Because some of mainly the people you're talking to, they can't help you. So therapy takes care of a lot of the just get it, it's saved on the hard drive. I need to get it out there. Therapy takes care of a lot of that for me. So it's like I don't even just call and talk to people about problems because 9 times out of 10, it's not nothing to call and talk about. So um man, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to get here to be like, not only did we survive a relationship, you survive a marriage. And it's like, it's such a beautiful thing to watch a person. That's what I speak about when people be like, flirty personalities, this, that, and the third. I have learned it's some personalities because I'm guilty of it. But like, I can admire, I'm a country ass. You know what I'm saying it right? Admire. Uh, like, so I can, I don't know. I can't pronounce it right, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's like admire. I can, you know what, fuck it. But I could do that word, right? I could be appreciative of someone's beauty, right? Male or female. Like I say all the time, I'll be quick to be like, man, you look good, I like your physique, this, that, and the third. But you could be that type of person, but I'm not plucking that flower. I'm not plucking it. I'm not uprooting it from the environment that it's in. I'm just admiring how beautiful something is and keeping it pushing. But with something that you really want to nurture, something that you want to be like, I want that flower and I want to take it somewhere and I want to plant it. I'm not trying to manipulate what that flower is. If I buy a rose, I'm gonna take it home and treat it and water it and give it the conditions it needs for a rose to grow. If that makes sense. And a lot of times with people, I say like we so hard on people, we get so hard on ourselves. A lot of time with people, we take a rose and we try to make it a wildflower or sunflower, whatever, or we just treat it as a flower, water, sun, it needs this, it needs that. I don't want to go too far into the metaphor or the analogy, but I'm just saying that to say like it's just beautiful when you actually want the best for somebody and you just want to be a part of it. Like I want to put the rose inside of the house or outside of the house, but I want you to do your thing. I don't want to overly trim. I don't want to try to make I want you to be a rose bush and your best ability to be a rose bush. And it's been the same way in a relationship. And I think that's what made me and my spouse connection so strong because on the flip side of it, it's just like I really just want what's best for you, and at our hardest moment, I was able to be like I want what's best for you, even if it's not me, because right now it's given. Excuse me, y'all. It's given that it's not me. So because it's given, uh, because it's given, is it even, because it's given that it's not me, I want you to go do something and be somewhere that gives you that. And you know what happened? We came back to each other. Because at the end of the day, and what I say, I think in that regards, when I was talking about distance does make the heart grows fonder. In certain situations, it does. If it's already there, distance ain't gonna do nothing. Like I could cover up concrete and or a bunch of grass, whatever can grow around concrete can do whatever, or maybe I should say it better, like concrete can be set on top of dirt, and if it got a smidget of space to show that the grass is under there, the grass will come up. I really hope that makes sense to y'all. But even if it don't, it makes sense to me, man. And I'm so happy about today. So I got a whole day planned. Of course, you don't know what's going on. Um, excuse me. All right, there we go. Of course, she doesn't know what's going on, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I just want her to have a good time, and that's really like another thing that I have always appreciated about my spouse. It's a lot of, we have our ups and downs, whatever, right? But it felt good being able to be like, you can have a standard, like you don't have to be appreciative of everything. And I knew that lesson because I was that person. Just like when you don't have a standard, you or when you don't have expectation, because the standard is more of what you set for yourself, a self standard, I'll say. Um, you just you accept what people have coming. You accept whatever people have coming, and I used to be the same way. So like when I met my spouse, just trying to be like, do you like this or do you like it because you can afford it? Do you like it because it's close? This and the third. Like, what do you actually like? What do you actually want out of life? Do you not like stuff or not have expectations because you feel like you can't, you're not supposed to? Like, it's like too far out of reach. And of course, they answered the questions and it went around like that. And if they felt like it was out of reach, I showed them how close it was. Like, no, you could do it. You could do it. Like, don't be hating, don't be mad, don't be weird about it. Whatever you see somebody else got going on, you could do the same thing. And I say we blossom. Don't get me wrong. We don't put on their relationship weight, uh, for sure. But we also very mindful about it now. I'll say, like my spouse goes back and forth about it, but I keep telling myself like I can't open up a nutrition business and not be on the nutrition stuff. And then I go to school, like my bachelor's is literally in nutrition, so it's kind of like you know better. If you know better and you apply better, you'll do better. So but man, I'm crunk if y'all can't tell. I think I'm gonna do a vlog style this today. That's why I'm giving y'all a live like this. The 24-hour live is coming up. I'm gonna drop that flyer soon, but I want to drop it because I'm not gonna lie, like my platform is not super huge. So like me getting the word out there is not gonna drive too many people to watch it. So and the safety of me and my spouse, I don't want to drop it too early because I don't need people knowing where I'm going, where I'm traveling to in September. But or where I'm traveling to today. But so I'm gonna try vlog style uploading, but I'm giving y'all this live. Like I said, it was a lot going on. I feel a whole lot better now, but I think it's also excitement and just feeling better. I was not feeling good Saturday, Friday, I've been not feeling good for about a week or two, but I'm shaking back. I'm shaking back. Um, Man, but yeah, it feels so amazing to be in love. Like I've been a lover girl forever. I don't always love romance type movies, this, that, and the third. And as toxic as the Notebook is, I still say like we are notebook lovers. I was definitely the person like, what the hell do you want? And she over there like, I don't know. Like, bro, make your mind up. Like, what are we doing? All type of situation going on. But like I said, man, I just feel amazing. I just like, and then just having, like I said, just having a friend. A lot of times I tell her, and I done said it before because like, you really don't know. Like, a lot of people say God said because a lot of people don't truly believe he said it. Like you can't go ask him. I'm just speaking to like the human nature, like lying and stuff. But I'll say that where I was going with that point was I've always had like a lot of convictions about lifestyle, sexuality, this, that, and third. And even when I felt like people told me I was something that I wasn't. I always was like, I'm not gonna end up like that, and I'm gonna shock the world. And I end up, I think, even in this situation, it's choosing me. It's choosing me, not choosing like what you have to choose, what you were destined to choose because somebody said. Because it was just like you want to rebel, you want to be like, no, I did this, I did that, and I ended up with this person because I chose to. But people don't see it that way. So this is one of the biggest signs, versions, examples of me choosing myself versus I don't really care what a lot of people got to say. Because like I said, me and my spouse done been through some shit. So it's like, uh, it ain't everybody's favorite cup of tea, but I'm just like, it was the first time where I like, dang, I choose myself. And even with saying that, it's like a lot of times in Christianity, say I'm a Christian or whatever, you have to die to yourself to submit to the Lord. So with that, it's always like something I think I'm gonna have to live with until whatever I meet him and he tell me like you had the answers why you didn't do it, and then I'm somewhere in hell tormented for the rest of my life. No, let me stop saying that. But I don't know. We don't know. Maybe this is hell. But yeah, just to get to it, like, but I am excited, I am happy, I do have my days, I'll be so transparent. I feel like I've always been a transparent person and people just don't listen. And the most times I find myself lying or being like a different version of myself is because people didn't want to see what I was showing them, so I showed them what they wanted to see. And I'm getting better about not doing that. I keep saying like something going on with that frontal lobe at 29. I just feel so different. Feel I'm actually reflecting on the lessons. Like when you go through a traumatic situation, you can learn so much from it, but it's also traumatic, so your brain and your body want to block it out. That's kind of how life be a blur when you just like go, 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 goal. Like it's no. If you, I said all the time, so Trevor Freddy son, if you always play the crutches, who you gonna fall on? Ain't nobody to fall on. So I always thought like that. Like you ain't got nobody to fall on but you. So you gotta be smart about how you move, how you do this, how you do that. With me being my hot headed self, um, I feel like my therapist created a monster. Though, what I don't want to say, I feel like my therapist created. I felt like it was out. I'm not digging in my nose, y'all. I got the nose rings. The bar moved out. But yeah, I feel like my therapist was like, and I always be paraphrasing it. Like I take notes, and I don't I wrote it down. That's all I'm trying to say. But I don't go back and read them like I'm supposed to, right? So just saying the paraphrase, the what I took from it, the how it was like broken down. A lot of times I have treated people a certain type of way or got mad at people and been like, I'm not cool with them, I really don't want to mess with them, this, that, and the third, because of me being upset that they didn't feel the way that I feel, or they didn't see my point. So because they didn't see my point and feel the way that I feel, they don't have my back, they don't have a stance. And a lot of time in relationship, I learned that sometimes your partner don't know what you going through, what you feeling, but they have your back. It's just like, and I'm not speaking on no right or wrong aspect. It's more of like, I know the conviction that you have about this, and I want to support you. And even if I don't fully agree with it, I'm here to support you. And even if I don't fully understand you right now, let's just give it some time. Let's sit down, and I may be able to understand it later. And then even with, like I said, even with being with your spouse, you actually have this living friend. You want to you want them to get it. So you learn different ways on how to get it. You learn the way that they operate, the way that they think, and then you try to put it into those words. So I say with like people, they don't necessarily get that many chances, but they do. Like I said, like when you have one way of conflict resolution, and I talk about fighting so much because I really lived it. That was the fastest way to show somebody like you got me fucked up, like fighting. And it's like you can't do that. And like I said, that's one of the biggest things that the service taught me. Even though like I had a couple scuffles in there, you just learn like you can't do that. You can't be up there. You can't be up there fighting everybody, right? So it's like, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you can't fight everybody? You can't put your hands on everybody. You want to talk, but you feel like when you talk, your point don't get through as much, and it doesn't. So basically, going to the lesson that my therapist taught me, it's like it's her telling me, why do you want to be understood? You getting so mad because you want these people to understand you. You want your family to understand you. You want your significant other to understand you, this, that, and the third. That's how you feel. Like you feel like if they understand you, they're gonna do better. And literally, like me thinking about it out loud is overthinking understanding. But it's like you want these people, and you feel like if you tell them and you express how you feel, but and I did a whole episode on it, and I literally live by it. But like I say, literally the concept of my page and what I'm trying to say with overthinking understanding is that we have the answers to the test, but we have had the answers to the test for so long we forgot about the process to get to the answers to the test. Like you just know the answers. Like basically what I'm saying is like this is A, this is B, this is C, but you forgot the why, and that's the overthinking understanding. You just been programmed so long to treat people as you want to be treated. Love this, do that, go get some money, this, that, and third, and you forget the journey and the words behind it. That's like the whole plot, the whole thing around overthinking understanding. What you trying to say, Victoria? So going back to the therapy session, it's just like she was basically saying like you don't really want people to necessarily understand you. You want them to respect the way that you feel. You want them to see your point of view because they're gonna move different. But even by explaining that, getting worked up, being the best version of yourself to them, they still might not compute it that way. So you have to move and you have to do basically just to set your standard for yourself. Everybody else, your boundaries and your standards is you, right? And then like everybody else is just like an expectation of them. And it was funny because I seen a African American lady talking about it. And you know how you feel when you find something. We got that confirmation bias. You feel like it's confirmation, but I truly do feel like it's confirmation. And I just been moving like that. I've been more attentional about expressing myself, articulating myself to the best of my ability, saying like this is how I feel about what you did. This is how I see what you did. This is how I interpreted what you did. And this is how I feel about it going forward. This is how I feel about you going forward. This is how I want to move because you did what you did going forward. Now, if we able to have common ground and you come to me and you be like, you don't care for what I said, or you do care for what I said, or is it fuck me? I'm just letting you know, like, even if it's fuck me, it's fuck you and we there with it. Like, and that's it. It's not no too much of me getting and it's just been so freaking peaceful. It's been so peaceful and just realizing how much I might as well get on the shake. Cause I be this is why I don't record workouts. I only done did this one other time. And it's like the simple stuff that I really want to do, just my normal routine, get on the bike, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do some squats. I can't really do it on the damn camera. Like shout out to the people that be doing it on the camera. That's not the piglet. Hold on, y'all. Boogie, loogie, loogie, kiss it, hug it. Salmon llama, ding dong. Pretty bitches, what? Ringtone? Um, I don't want to turn y'all towards the washer and dryer section of the house. I'm finna drywall this also hard. Back up, back up, dada. Y'all about to see the transformation. I'm finna drywall this also hard. And this is actually going to just be. Can I do it like that? Oh no, let me see. 3 points of contact is better than none. Um, yeah, I'm about to drywall this off so hard. And this is actually going to be the gym area. That's actually going to be the laundry area. That's actually going to be the studio. And I ain't even going to say we're going to have a miscellaneous because I'm getting a shed. But I'm probably finna be shaky, y'all. Um, get on the little shake master so I sound a little I sound a little weird and shaky. Turn y'all up like this. Yeah. So now we up close and personal. But just to finish that train of thought, it just felt so good. It felt so much at peace because I was just like, I just learned like, and even going back to like shouting out my spouse, I just learned how much even though I feel it, I don't act on it. But like people really don't be having the same thing going on that you have going on. So, and it's not in no talking down manner or anything like that. It's just like you, some workers can't think how a boss think because they ain't never been in charge of shit. But some bosses can think how a worker think because they have been workers before, and it's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if we able, basically, and like I say, I think I took her point and I took that session and I just ran with it. But that's me, right? Give maximize your money. Not play. My therapy is actually free, but yes. So um, I took it. I definitely took it and I ran with it, and it's just learning. It's just learning, and like I say, not overthinking, understanding. Like, but it, I wouldn't expect a child to understand investments or stocks or saving money. I wouldn't expect all children to do that, but I know that some will, and I know that some could probably teach me some game about it because they studied it or whatever. Like I said, I really hope it makes sense. Like I got so much to talk to y'all about, but it, like I said, just feels amazing because you basically shedding this layer of approval that you think that people have for you or that people do have for you but they don't have for themselves. It's just like if you people could talk about like starting up a business and the business failing, um and like literally like I say, you can have a person started up a business. I did this, but I wouldn't say I actually did a business, or I didn't actually take these steps, or I really can't help you, even though people was walking around with the title like I'm my own boss, I'm an entrepreneur, this, that, and the third, and all they did was like start a corporation or create, create a corporation or create a LLC, something like that. But they can't really tell you. So when you vented in them about, damn, I'm $10,000 investment and there's no product here yet. I'm 30,000 invested and there's nothing there. I'm probably gonna be 55. I mean, 50,000 invested, 25 invested, and only getting 30 back or 25.5 back. You know what I'm saying? Barely breaking even on some stuff. They don't understand that you got people that judge it and be like, oh, they ain't doing nothing, or you got to do this better. And they just like, it's so true. Like I said, I say it all the time. You hear it all the time. It's the loudest people, the most judgmental people that doesn't really have nothing to offer you, are the main people that doesn't have nothing going on. They don't have nothing going on. They have never did nothing for themselves. They can't tell you. You can't. They'll tell you like, stay in this job, stay in that job, don't quit your job, don't do this, don't do that. Hold on, y'all. Gotta check y'all out. There we go. Okay. This usually is not bad, but I think because Red Dragon is involved too, it's making me very nauseous. Let me see. I'm trying to fix y'all leaning and stuff. Okay, but so yeah, it's just that, and it's just going through that, and it just, like I said, it's so peaceful because now I'm at the point where it's just like, if we do communicate, if you are in my life, if I do even feel like giving you an explanation, is because I'm choosing to. I want to, and right now I really ain't been feeling like giving explanations. I'm gonna just tell you, like I said, me telling you where it is and where it stands. I feel like everybody is entitled to that. Like, this is how I feel about it. This is what you did. This is that and the third. We had this conversation about it, and this is where I'm at with it. Um, Man, like I say, I feel good. I feel good, and it's not about money. It's not about having everything I ever wanted, because I didn't. Me even speaking about like teaching my spouse to have expectations and wanting different things and setting standards. I ain't even had them for that long. Um, yeah, I haven't even had them for that long. So it's like we both learning. We both learning. Like I said, it feel amazing though. It feel amazing. I say everybody should go to therapy. I think therapy will help a lot. I think therapy will take a lot of expectations off of your friends, off of your spouse, off of your children. You want them to be your therapist. That ain't what they went to school for. That ain't what they got the capacity for. Not saying that at points of time that stuff is not going to happen, because it's normal. Your spouse is going to be somebody that you talk to, vent to, do this, that, and the third. But Your therapist don't always understand. Like your therapist might not never been a boss. They don't get it. They just understand how to let you talk, how to let you get it out, helping you get to the answer by yourself. Because, like I say, enjoying that journey and really just under. I'm playing it cool, y'all. I'm struggling. I usually be chilling on this thing. Like I said, the red dragon. As I got older, I know TMI, right? I be feeling like shit though. But my apologies on that. Somebody said ill. Hey man, I said TMI. But yeah, all jokes aside though. All jokes aside, I feel good, and it's just a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with no more. And then a lot of stuff I didn't deal with, and I played cool with because I didn't want the old person to come out. And I just know some people ain't worth it. Like I be wanting to, like, and I know it's just not me, so I ain't talking like, but I be wanting to slap the shit out of so many people. And it's not even like I'm not saying they won't slap the shit out of me back, but it's just like it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. Like me even fighting is such a, even though it's a, at the time it came from an angry place, it's something so respectful about it because it's like we both have, what the hell, we both have agreed. Oh, that's, you know what, that might be why it's giving me a little thing too, because I'm on it backwards, but it didn't shake the whole way that I needed it to. um but I didn't think about that. I'm definitely on it backwards, so that is what it is. um Sit on the little workout bench, y'all. But um I want y'all sitting the whole back piece. Y'all can see that. That's just business shit in the gym. But just what I was saying, But just I forgot. But just on that piece of just these expectations. I mean, I'm sorry, that's what I was saying. Just the fighting it's a respectable thing about like fighting somebody. Anything outside of that, I just learned that even with me, like I always say like I'm so grateful to still be here because I've definitely been a person who put my hands on people first. And it's just like, man, I didn't say you could touch me, so like if they would have took my life or I would have been seriously damaged for some of the shit that I done did, that would have just excuse me, that would have just been what it was. But that's how I look at it now. Like if I ain't come up to you or you might, let me see if I do y'all like that and just lower y'all. If I ain't come up to you and been like, we finna do this, we finna do that, fight this, that, and the third, like don't put your hands on me, don't put your hands on nobody around me, because now I'm in self defense mode. If I can't escape from the situation, if I can't just bag up and be like, hey man, I don't want no problems, I don't want no hard time, it's all love, I respect it, blah blah blah, then you know it's gonna be fucking fish fries and t-shirts, man. And I'm not even saying, because a lot of people associate that, especially in the states, they associate that with like guns. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying like, hey, however it goes about getting done. That's what that's what I'm on. But and like I said, I was finna say it's enough for the negativity. That's just life. That's just life. And I also understand karma. I also know I done did a lot of stuff. God forgive. A lot of people don't. So it's just like I know where to come. And it's just about handling situations. Cause I done been put in those situations where I almost tricked myself out of position that I'm currently in. And I just kept it cool, played it cool. You gotta die to yourself to become that other version of yourself, right? And then definitely you gotta die to yourself to have anything within the Lord. I ain't gonna say necessarily like what the Lord wants for you, because some stuff that I feel like I want, the Lord does not or may not be, is not necessarily written for me to have, but He also gave us free will for me to go make it happen. So I don't, like I just don't preach that. I'm not one of those people that be like, Lord want me to do this and do that and everything good He want me to do. Because I just, like I said, just studying the Bible and reading the Bible for myself, that's just not what I take away. A lot of the stuff is His will and to maximize His glory. But like I said, we ain't even got to go there. Thank y'all for riding. This has been, I know like people stay hopping in, hopping out, but it's been like 3, 4 of y'all just there listening to me ramble, and we almost an hour up. So I hope you're getting something from it. A lot of times I just be feeling like I'm recording diaries for my future self and future success. And it's one of them things where like people, what about this? How you feel about that situation? Some things might change, and I'll come on and fix it. But move, y'all. What babies? What, baby? Mm, okay. Y'all go lay down. I try to talk to the people. Ladybug is a. They told me her paperwork say whip it. Um, Doberman Pit Bull mix is what her blood work says. We didn't get the blood work on Sound. He's actually a. I got him from my brother that is sick, but they say he's a great Pyrenees mixed with a chow, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, sexy boy. Get a kiss. 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 Okay. I'm sorry. He don't want to give a kiss. Oh, you want to give me a kiss? Can I have a kiss, Buggy? Mwah. Thank you, mama. You want to give you a spot? You want to give you a spot, girl? Go ahead, mama. Come on. Don't be scared. Hey, see, she on the couch. We sit up in here. She on the bench. She on the cool bench. Kiss it, kiss it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You distracted, mommy. I love you. Yeah, I love you, mama. Yes, I let my dog kiss me. My face been breaking out. That might be. No, I'm playing. I ain't gonna act like this to me. My baby over there smelling the board and he done cut it on. That thing started shaking on him. He could be looking crazy. Sam, go lay down, pimp. But yeah, man. Like I say, life is. I I said all the time, like I can't never say I just. Well, yeah, that's a lot. I do feel like broke is a mindset. Poverty is a lot of stuff. No, no, don't get me wrong. Like it's a living thing. Some people get put into some horrible situations. Some people get put into some horrible situations and make it out. And I think that speaks to the mindset, resources, and just how their story is written. Some people don't get that ability. I'll just say like I'm grateful. I think that having gratitude makes, even if I'm in a bad situation, I don't know no better. Not saying in a way where I don't know no better, so I'm not able to get myself out. I don't realize I'm stuck. So it is what it is. I'm not necessarily saying it like that. I'm saying more to the fact of just being grateful for every piece of the journey, not having that, being able to realize or um like counterbalance the I want to get there already, and then the remembering like it is the journey that makes stuff so much better. It sucks right now, it hurts right now, but it's gonna be better. And then just like I say, break it up and not stop overthinking, understanding, and learn. Like well, I say remember that, yeah, like you're gonna lose some people on way. People talk about losing people, but even that is like you people adjust. Like the everybody that's meant to be there is gonna be there. Like I just think people greedy. Well, they talk about the 12 disciples, and different texts say it was more than that, but those are just the ones they talk about. But just long story short, it's gonna be people along the way. My apologies, y'all. They driving me crazy. You know what? I forgot y'all. Let's go and get into the church. They just go follow us over there. But let me go and get into the nook. I don't even be deep in the nook. Like I'm telling you, my baby I said my baby whole little nook up. She a whole little photographer. She just don't be photographing. But let's get over here. Let's get into the nook. Let's get into the nook and nook. Shit. That sound kind of crazy. My bad, y'all. Hold up. I don't even know what all this equipment is. There we go. In the nook with that background. Yeah. No, for real though. I wanted her to have her own studio too. So she actually is gonna do my whole birthday shoot. I got some crazy ideas. Background. Um, I'm ready. I'm excited about 30. If I don't make it to 30, I'm excited. I done live. I love repeating that and saying that because I really want people to understand I mean it from the bottom and the top of my heart. If I was to die tomorrow, don't be up there saying she has so much life ahead of her. I didn't have so much life ahead of me. That's why I died, because that was the end of my damn story. Like, I'm grateful I done live. I wish that I could hug and just talk to the younger version of myself. Like, man, girl, like everything that you think, do that shit. Not saying I don't even know what I'll be at. Gonna tell you at the 10th grade, in the 10th grade, I think it's 10th grade, ninth grade, I'm talking about airbag motorcycle jackets. Um, and like I said, it had just been produced in Europe like 2 3 months later, but not understanding that you can have different versions of the same thing. I ain't know no better, but just the way that my teacher eyes light up when I talked about it, or even just I used to, like I say, if y'all don't remember Walmart in the food section having like these little cars that had like recipes and stuff on them, just walking around the store collecting those, going home. Like I said, I was a to myself child. Like that's why I say like a lot of people be thinking I'm hard, but it's just like it's so much shit. Like you can't fake the stuff you've been through in the person that it make you. It makes some people like this, make some people like that, make some people like this. I can't fake it. So it's just like I've been through what you've been through, and I'm just saying that the way that you acting is, you've been through it, you've been through it, but it ain't seeming like you really been through it. That just because you exaggerate doesn't make what you went through worse. Like if and I'm only gonna use this. Hope I don't get off track. But like with a test, like some curriculum is harder than others, and it don't matter what test you get them because the curriculum was so hard and the knowledge was so extensive. They could damn near pass any test that you put in front of them. Some people, the curriculum was not that hard. You can exaggerate. It could be. It can. Don't get me wrong. I'm not speaking on like learning abilities and disabilities and learning curves or none. I'm just use the analogy and the metaphor for what it is. It's um am I using that right? I think. But like, it's just me saying that you could say that you did this and you did that and you've been through this, but the test don't show you when life come through. It's like, bro, you've been through this before. Well, tighten up. Why you acting like that? That's how it be with me. Like, it's not too many situations that I had to relive outside of, I say, relationship and fucking like, nah, for real. It's not too many relationships that I had to necessarily, or situations that I had to necessarily relive, because I'm gonna get the point the first fucking time. If I do keep reliving it, it's by choice. But um, see, I knew I was gonna lose the plot, but that analogy was just, Walmart. Yeah, the little cards. Thank you, Hella Father. So I just said it. I don't like telling people doing it, by the way, like, in your head you be like, he your wingman. But it's all glory to God. But yeah, so taking the little things home, and I wrote a menu. I keep saying my daddy kept a lot of our old stuff, and when I go home I want to see like, does he have it? But I just kept like, I will write. I had a when I'm talking about, this is old ideas. When I tell you like I'm 29 years old, this is me back in like the third grade, fourth grade. These ideas, taking them things from Walmart and putting making menus. Like I had a soul food restaurant. I had I'm just saying ideas that I had. I got some shit coming out, and I'm learning from the past version of myself. I'm not gonna sleep on these ideas. Like I said, another reason I got the fuck out. But yeah, I had this ideal about, I had a soul food restaurant, I had a seafood restaurant before I ever knew truly a lick of knowing how to cook for real. And I still don't feel like I do, but I'm better, right? I had a hey baby, I had a I had an idea to create, and this is crazy at the time, right? And I'm just saying, like, when I said, go like, we got that shit now, yeah. But I'm talking about, this was years ago. Um, hey, mama, come on, mama. Um, I wanted to get like a warehouse. At the time, I didn't know what a warehouse was. I'm a kid, right? But I wanted to get a building, and I wanted to, inside of that building, facilitate all customs. And the name of it was literally custom. And I wanted to be able to do custom cars, custom shoes, clothes. And at the time, like, you a little kid, you like, this now this unheard of, blah blah blah. But I just wish I could talk to that younger version of myself. And that's what I've been meaning sometimes, when, like, people say be humble, and I'm like, humble in front of the Lord for sure. Sometimes people be wanting you to be humble, and it's like, I'm not being not humble. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what I mean when I say like, people be having, sometimes they be having you fucked up and messed up. It's like, nigga, you weren't thinking about that as a kid. You felt like we was doing the same thing, but you weren't on this certain type of shit as a kid, and I could tell because your life reflects it. And when I say the N word, I'm speaking to all y'all, man, women, boy, chicken, child. But yeah, get back focused. My bad, y'all. Don't call you. Never mind. Yeah. But it's just so much stuff that I wish I would have pulled the trigger on. I had a clothing line. I had a clothing line, and I titled it "All Glory to God." And then I did the initials with the clothing line. I'm talking, mind you, I'm telling you, this is as a child. This is Pleasant Grove, right across the street from Florence. I think Florence is not Florence no more. But that's what my daddy was just telling me. But like Allentown, right across up the street from Runyon, uh, Allentown, Pleasant Grove. I'm like third, fourth grade. These are a lot of ideas that I was having, and I was just like, damn. And I might be getting a time frame mixed up. It could have been sixth grade, seventh grade. No, that's a lie. Not seventh for sure. But it was. I think it's like I say third through the fourth through the fifth grade. It was like a blur. Like I say, shit happened to me over there for sure. But um, I don't know. Like I just don't regret it. I don't regret it. I'm ready to. I'm at the point where it's so peaceful, it's so cool with it. I'm just ready, kind of like to take whatever come with it. And that's even life. I've been like that with life. Like I'm taking whatever come with it because it's really the way you. It like people make fun of it. That's why I say like mindset speaker. It's really the way that you look at it. It's really the way that you look at what you're going through to be how you gonna process it. Literally, I'm doing the death scroll on TikTok, and there was a creator that popped up, and he was like, I think he said a monk. I wish I had my other phone is charging. Like I said, I got a lot going on today, and I want to make sure I'm able to. The Android does do better on video quality, and it got the director's cut. So I want to vlog style that way, and then upload it to my editing software. Cause like I said, when you dealing with Androids to some of these uploads, it's like they're biased to the feeds that you uploaded. I ain't gonna say like the major platforms is biased, like the TikToks, the YouTubes and stuff. It don't corrupt as much, but like it used to be bad on like Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. You upload from an Android and it's just corrupt as fuck. It's like the video quality is ass, but on the phone it's the best quality ever. Um, so yeah, that phone's charging. So yeah, but I wish I had it. But he was like a monk. A monk, I think he said a monk. So let's get it out, right? Let me get it out. Let me get it out. A monk asked his students. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. We here, we here. Lock in, lock in. A monk told his students that a person was walking with a cup of coffee and another person bumped into them. The monk asked, so he told them that information, right? And then he asked his students, uh, who made or why did the coffee spill? So like yeah, did I say it right? The monk told his students that somebody was walking with a cup of coffee and they got bumped by another person and the coffee spilled. Then the monk asked his students, why did the coffee spill? Excuse me. And everybody was like, because the person bumped into him. And the monk was like, no, the coffee spilled because that's what the person was carrying. If the person was carrying water, water would have spilled. If the person was carrying juice or whatever, that would have spilled. And then the guy goes on to say that it's just like what you carrying in your life. You go run into people who's carrying that might bump into you with like crazy attentions, crazy situations might bump into you. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people use the devil and the heavenly father, and I'm not saying that it's not a spiritual warfare, war warfare, because I believe it, but it's like, bruh, you not even in the war. Like, you feel like you there, but you creating these problems for yourself. Like, you not even on the devil radar, motherfucker. Like, a person, you're not even on the devil's radar. Like, you not magnifying his name. Like, you just think your existence bothers the devil. No, sweetheart. Some people will. I don't know. But uh yeah, so the creator just goes on to say like that's what you carry. If you're carrying hatred, if you're carrying love, if you're carrying basically, this, that, and the third, that's what you will. I'm gonna paint that. I want to cover it up for sure, but I think in the meantime, I'm gonna paint that wood eyesore, and that's gonna be like the first transformation of the thing. Then I'm gonna put some shells up in the. I'm gonna drywall it off, and I'm gonna put some shells up inside of the washer and dryer section. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I want to be good to this house, so it's good to people coming out because it's mutually beneficial. I want you to be able to live in this house like I did and raise your family, and also create wealth and stuff moving forward for my family, or just having money. Everything ain't being super wealthy, but yeah. So if I like that, I had enjoyed that. What time is it? We gotta be on the road by. Oh, we got plenty of time. Um, I should have checked the battery. I'm talking y'all head off. But yeah, man, it's just yeah, it's what you carrying. Even like I said, it's been a lot of situations. Even when people speak about I handle situations different than I used to, you're not carrying what you used to carry no more. Like even like I talk about getting out the service so much because I only been out like a month and a half officially. I wasn't regularly going. I haven't actually had to put that uniform on in like 3 months because I took leave or whatever. But it's just what you carrying. It's like I don't even care. I don't even carry. Even going back to I'm saying what my therapist what like resonated and just struck a chord with me. It was like I'm not even carrying for you for people that I want to understand me. Understand me. If that makes sense. It's like you just I used to want these people to get where I was coming from so bad, and I wanted to be you because that means that you are able to move to this next level with me, and we're able to do this, and it's just like that ain't true and that ain't the case. But the people who gonna be there gonna come along. Like the people who gonna be the right people, they gonna come along and that's who you gonna walk with and that's who you gonna build with. So it's like I say, man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like like I said, I don't have everything that I want. I don't have what I envision for my life. Even for my family. I think that, like I said, the next big purchase that I do outside of like the business is gonna be a family compound, and it's just gonna be, cause I always say like you just live in debt. You watch your people live in debt. Everybody living in debt, and it's just like why we can't concentrate this money in one area, you know? Even with that, it's just so I just look at life so much different now. And I ain't even I say so much different, but I actually look at life the way I want to look at it and not necessarily I consider people, but not consider people so much that it change what I have going on. Not necessarily where it like change what I'm doing as a person. So yeah, man, I think we gonna end it. I could talk y'all head off. I want to keep this device charged too. We probably gonna go old school without a mic, but I might just take it in. I just see how the day go because we got some crazy stuff coming. So look forward to that vlog. I'm gonna try to have it up tomorrow. I'm probably doing a Love Island reunion watch party on my page. I know it's gonna be a lot of people actually doing them in person, but if y'all want to come kick it with overthinking and understanding and hear our feedback and commentary, do that. I need to get the other phone holder for here, for I could put other phone holders on this lit and we able to go live on other phones like that. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything, man. Where I'm at right now, we still ain't working. Don't let people tell you gotta have a job to work, but also don't let people tell you that working bad. Like all of us making money. I'm not necessarily not working because I don't need money. That'll take away from what I'm doing. That's not the journey. I want to be able to one put myself in a position that I have seen so many others do, basically like a social experiment, right? I want to be able to see how I react because I have had a job for so long and people are saying like it's so bad out here, it's this, it's that. I want to see something different. I want to be able to uh I ain't gonna say necessarily like be on that level, but understand from that level by doing this. Second part of it, as a entrepreneur or someone that's doing a business, a job, you're not investing. You might make an initial investment, you might need to buy some work clothes, this, that, and the third, but you're not making no super huge initial investment. The job is paying you for an expected service and they don't pay you for how much work that you get done. They pay you for the expectation of getting work done and getting what they need you to do done in a certain way. You're gonna get paid. But besides like hourly, because even hourly is not a direct reflection of what you did in those hours. Some jobs are like the hard labor jobs and stuff like that. But you could be running up them folks' clock and you just there not being the best employee that you could be. So as an entrepreneur, someone who want to start a business, someone that's want to get into investing and actually understanding the way that life works, money works, the being able to invest and run something, control something, set a standard for something, and also be able to enjoy life. Uh, that's another reason why I'm doing it, just taking a step back because entrepreneurship, even if I put myself on the payroll, is not the same money that I was making. It's not um it's eat what you kill to a certain extent. And I just want to feel that. Like I say, even with the page, if I gave more energy to the page and if this page was my livelihood and it produced money that I was able to put back into it or do something different with, it'll probably be a lot better off. But that'll be the next thing too. I'm gonna surprise my family with a big thing for Christmas, and then for my birthday, I'm gonna do another entity for myself just so I could protect this brand. But yeah, man, I'm so at peace. And like I said, don't get it confused with like I still am who I am. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I leave you the fuck alone. Um, you disrespect something that I love, you getting disrespected to the utmost. Like that's still me. I'm just more peaceful about it. Like I say, like it's just crazy. Even in the relationship I'm in now, like we talk about pick me's and this, that, and that. I was definitely a pick me. I was definitely in a spot in a place in my life where I just didn't know how valuable I was, but that's just never gonna happen again. A lot of people I dealt with, I shouldn't have dealt with. I just, you just wanted something so bad that you suffocated other shit. But I'm so grateful I didn't end up with some of the people I talk to, men or women. Cause it's like, bro, they ain't got shit going on. And I don't be like trying to shit on people. I just mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like, it's like, damn, I wouldn't even talk to you, man. I wouldn't fuck with a picture of you right now. I ain't double tapping your screen. Like, you look like you doing bad as hell. But that's just me talking shit. I ain't pop shit yet. I'm excited. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Ross Hall. Ross had been pissing me off lately, right? But I love me some Ross, right? So I think I spoke about it on another live, but we have a trip coming up in September. We got a lot of trips coming up, but we got a big trip coming up in September. And I'm trying to say that noise was. We got a big trip coming up in September, and I want to be dressed for less. So we gonna go around to different Rosses. What's so crazy though? Ross really, I'm talking about. I got a pair of shoes that I got at Ross. They some Nikes. They fire ass shoes or whatever though, right? But I got them out of Ross, and I had seen my sister in Seattle with the same shoe. Ross, Burlington, all of it is just like the same thing. It's just crazy how much excess other people have. Don't get me wrong, because like every store kind of do the same stuff. Like some stores have special edition stuff that's special to their region or that section of the world, but a lot of that stuff ship all around the world. But it's probably three Rosses that I'm gonna hit if I do go back to another specific part of Texas soon. I'll probably hit like some out there. But I got one outfit I really like. I really like. It's that little material, like the little woven material that people been wearing lately. Cause usually Ross be behind the trends and stuff, but I don't care. If I seen it 3 months ago and I like it and now Ross got it, I'ma buy it. But Ross had been slipping so much. So I'ma just take y'all with me. Like I ain't never said I was the best at dressing and nothing like that. Like I'm learning. Like I said, like I said, me and my spouse both had that bad where we dressed for what we could quote unquote afford, but not necessarily what we liked. But and even then, like, oh man, if I go back to dressing like I used to, and I think about it sometimes, like I love me a good suit. I just and like I wear my suits and my pantsuits and stuff like that, and people are always like, you dress like a dude. But it's like my grandmother taught me how to put suits together, pants and stuff together. She just never shopped out of the male department. But I'm very with the versatility. Like I like wearing women's pants because they fit better on our thighs and stuff like that. I feel like some men should wear women's pants because they built like women. You know what I'm saying? Not an even like no insult. It's just what your genes took to, so it'll look a little bit better on you. But shirts and sometimes pants too. Like at smaller weights, you can kind of get away with it, but but men have like a lot of pretty colors and stuff, and people get so caught up on it. Like if everything just came out and it said it was gender neutral, you'll get away from a lot of the BS. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about pushing the genders, gay shit, none of that. I'm just saying like some stuff people get too caught up in, like, oh, it's in the men's section, so if I wear this, I'm sinning against God. Like, nah, bruh, I don't think so. Um, and then again, I could be wrong, bruh. We don't know. We all doing this shit to the best of our ability. But I, we're gonna do a Ross haul. So y'all gonna go with me. We're gonna pick the clothes out. I guess this is content we can actually try to close on. Um, I think that's it though. So like I say, I got some vlogs, long and short vlogs coming. They'll probably be posted within the next few days about the anniversary day. Hopefully my spouse enjoys herself. Don't even know when she go watch this, but I hope you enjoy yourself today. You deserve it. I love you. I don't play about you. Never have, never will. Through everything that we've been through, I've forever been in your corner. So, I love you, girl. In every lifetime, you mine. So, yeah, man, I think we gonna end it like that. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble. And hey, man, find you some fucking peace. Create you some peace. I ain't gonna say find it. Create you some peace, man. Cause sometimes I might get stuck in a motherfucking room like this, and you gotta find you some peace. But yeah, let's go on. End it. End it. End it. As always, until next time. Until next time, look into the camera. Is the camera right? Until next time, be genuine to yourself. Listen to what I be saying. Be genuine to yourself and kind to others. And that's it, man. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble. I love y'all so much. Amen.